La 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 Adam's little vlog.
Tally hey everybody, this is A Heap of Games, I'm speaking. I'm here to do the 500 subs Q&A. Now, first of all, of course, I want to thank you all for your support. And amazingly, I've already hit 525 subscribers as of the recording of this video now, which is only 75 away from the target I'd set for the end of the year, the target being 600. So thank you immensely for the huge burst in activity on my channel these last couple of months, and hopefully with your help we can get to the magical 600 number by the end of the year. And I sort of have to put this down to the change in my channel towards Banter Wars and just purely robot arena related stuff. Ever since I made that change, the activity in my channel is smashed it. I'm probably in the best place I've been since I started the channel, which is brilliant, so thank you all so much. I want to say before I start the Q&A that the winner of the Sumo in the Banter Wars 1.5 final, because I left it up to you, unfortunately there are only 4 votes, so next time, come on. Don't know why the watch is there, but send your votes in whenever you need to. And the winner by 3-1 was Kly Games. So Kly Games, you were the Sumo champion, despite the glitch throwing you out of the arena. So sorry to Girls Love Gaming, but Kly Games was the winner. And what else I need to say? You've hopefully seen the intro by now for Series 2. I've made a couple of changes since, because a couple of people said that there were too many explosions going off, so I've removed one explosion and taken one to the side where it's more out of the way. So that should be better, and there's going to be an extra little bit in it which I hope you might like. But the series is going on well. The battles have all been filmed, and a lot of the animations have been made. It's going to be so much more professional than Series 1 and 1.5. But that is going to go through editing soon. But before that, I've got a 1.5 outtakes video where the few of the battles that didn't make it into 1.5 are going to go up. So you're going to see a few more robots, a few more battles. Anyway, I don't want to make this video too long. There's quite a few questions to get through. I want to do the one first which wasn't posted on the video, because Ethan Wall asked one on Facebook, which was something along the lines of, what are the 5 robots you expect to do well in Banter Wars Series 2? And I'd have to judge it on Banter Wars 1.5 results mostly. So I'd have to say I think Leternal would do well. I think Maria the German will do well. I think Kly Games could do well. There's one called Siren, who's by a guy called Doodle, which looks like it's got some potential. And for the 5th one, I would say my robot, but I'm in the Sumo competition. Yeah, I'll say that my robot will win the Sumo. It won't, but I'll say it just cause. Right, so that's your question answered. Now let's get on to the YouTube questions. The Nubmarine. When will you be upgrading from dial-up internet to broadband? I've got broadband, nub. It's just
Silly word.
It's utter
Inappropriate English.
So, please don't hurt the nub for nubbot. I will. Anyway, next question. Thanks, Nubmarine. Next question from Cyrex. What motivates you to edit your videos when hard times are around? Well, when are hard times not around, let's be honest. I don't think there have been times where they've been easy. So, nothing stops me, really. Thank you all for your questions, by the way. Instead of saying thank you for your all individually added questions, I'll say thank you to all of you right now. It's fantastic, and I hope you ask questions for the next Q&A, which will probably be 1,000 subs now. So give it a couple 100 years and we might be there. So, Britain's Worst Gamer. Have you ever thought about live streaming? That would be fun to watch. I've thought about it before, tried it, and as probably most people know by now, the internet here is not built. Well, it is built for it, but it's not good enough for it. My internet is shocking! So doing live streaming is something I'd like to do, and something I have the equipment to do, but I can't do it because my internet won't allow me, unfortunately. Next question. Daniel Philpott for Banter Wars Series 3, use Robot Arena. That's not really a question. I'm not sure if it's meant to be a question. I don't know what I'm doing for Banter Wars Series 3 yet. I'll decide when I see how well Banter Wars Series 2 is received. Girls Love Gaming, what is your favourite movie? I love Kung Pao Enter the Fist, which is Not a very well-known film, but it's hilarious. And I also like Life of Brian. Can't think of any more off the top of my head. I like the Bottom Live shows with Rick Mail and Adrian Edmondson, but they're not really movies. Feature lengths, though. Will Daniel Philpott again? Will Banter Wars Series 2 have a different intro? Yes, I've just put it up. I hope you like it. It's not quite finished yet. Virchix, if you got asked to present the new series of Robot Wars, would you? And who would your favourite house robot be? And who's your... Oh, wait, no. And who's your favourite house robot? Okay, so... Sorry, I was checking my camera. If you got asked to present the new series of Robot Wars, yeah, I'll do that, yeah. Certainly beat the job I've got now. I might actually get paid. Who's your favourite house robot? I've always liked dinosaurs, so I'd have to go for Matilda, probably. Facetious Goose asks, what's the most immersed you've ever been in a game? It's got to be, without question, Football Manager 2012 or Championship Manager 03 or 4. But I've had in excess of 1,000 hours on Football Manager 2012. I got Colwyn Bay to the Premier League. And I think I won it, actually. So that was quite an achievement, and then I got bored, and then the games that followed, Football Manager 2014 and 15, were... Phantom Phoenix. If you could be a video game character, which one would it be? I'll be Mario. He's Italian. And he gets the birds. Wish I could. Gets plenty of pizza as well. Right. Jill Urshelf. Oh, saying that, I actually am Mario. I'm not sure if you've seen. I've got my Mario clothes just down there. Question from Jill Urshelf. What's your favourite porn site? CBBS. Brian. I've always wondered this. What is your current living situation? Not dead. Who do you live with and where do you live? I live with my parents at the moment. Unfortunately, because I'd like my own place, but at the moment I can't afford it. And I'd really like to, but I'm in a strange place where I was on teacher training and I dropped off of that, so I'm now in between big jobs. So I've got a really small one where I don't get paid enough to even pay for my petrol, really. So I'm waiting. I'm trying to get into another job now, which is looking promising. And once I start building up the money, I'm hoping to start looking into moving into my own place with better internet. Where do I live? Cornwall, in southwest England. As in surroundings. Oh, because I picture a house on a farm for some reason. Yeah, I live pretty much on a farm. The farm's just down the next house over, where I used to work. There are dairy cows. I nearly died several times, which was a good laugh. And yeah, it's a nice area. Lots of farmland around here. But then we're also right next to Plymouth, which is quite a big dock city. So best of both worlds, really. Live a large amount of family members for some reason. Not particularly. I don't live with many family members. I've got this average size, I'd say. Thanks, Troy Brian. Wolf, that one, asks, what game makes you feel most nostalgia? Like, what game makes you remember your best memories? Probably Fur Fighters Vigo's Revenge, because that's quite an old game. I think it was 2001, 2002. And I played that a lot, and every time I play it, it's like, oh, the nostalgia. Next question. Adolf Jackler. He's got lots of questions. Okay, let's speed through these. I'm not sure. I might have to... Hold on. I haven't got enough time to answer them. Have you ever planned to do a face reveal? I'll do it now, okay. In all seriousness, do you ever plan to do collabs again? I'd love to. I would really love to. And if anyone wants to collab with me and my shocking internet, just send me a message. Maybe Rocket League, maybe even Robot Arena 3 if you've got it. I'm happy to do a collab on anything. But be prepared for me to be completely bloody useless because I lag everywhere. And I probably won't be able to film it, so it'll be down to you. Did you go to Disneyland Paris? Oh wait, no, I'm still on after Jack. I was going up to Snaviel there. Have you ever considered donations to help yourself get better internet or better PC to do said collabs? It's not the internet itself, it's my location. So if you want to give me, I don't know, 300 grand to get a new house, then be my guest. I don't think that's going to happen, funnily enough. Have you ever considered just doing reviews on movies coming out or games you're looking forward to? I'm not a movie person. I don't really watch movies at all. I don't like most of them because I find them a bit too cliche. That might sound a bit hipster, I don't know, but I don't think I'm a hipster. Games you're looking forward to, again, there's only a few games that I'll ever really play. The one that I was looking forward to this year has already come out, and I'm already doing reviews. So I don't think either of those two things would happen. Have you ever considered to do a group activity where a few people are with you and you're all reviewing something? I could do. I mean, I could get my cameraman Jim to come review something with me. It's possible. Could think about that in the future. If you're watching now, Lockie, tell me what you think. And last question from Adolf Jackler. Oh, blimey, he's after the questions from him himself. Would you be interested in playing some Agario, Slithrio, or Dipio? I've already played Agario. I think I did a couple of videos on that. The other two I'm not really that interested in. At the moment, I've got a couple of videos that are ready for editing that are not Banter Wars, but most of my time now is spent preparing for Banter Wars Series 2, getting that done. Snaviel, did you go to Disneyland Paris? If not, why? Really excited for Banter Wars 2. I've never been to Disneyland Paris because my parents never loved me. No, I didn't go there probably because, I don't know, it's expensive. There's better places to go, I don't know. Got some nice places over in Britain, why not stay in Britain? Stelios asks, how did you get the idea to create Banter Wars? Robot Wars, I absolutely love Robot Wars. I was playing Robot Arena 2 for quite a long time. For about probably 6-7 years now, the Robot Arena 2 game. And I just thought I needed to come up with something that I would really enjoy doing, that I'd really get into, that would also involve other people in the community, without it being like a shout-out series where it's just like, oh, I'm going to give you a shout-out so the benefits come back to me in some way. No, this one is purely to put a thing out there and allow people to come make their own robots, enter a competition, because I think personally there's nothing more exciting than it being in a competition. Even if you fail dismally or win, it's exciting to be in a competition. So to provide that to the community, to give them a competition to enter so they can come back a week and cheer on their own robot, I think, I love that feeling of being able to do that. I mean, I think it's fantastic and it's worked really well. It's really starting to pay off. So I think it's a good move on my part. Best thing I've done on the channel. Mr. Meerkat says he sucks at answering questions. Oh, but he's answered here. What has had your favourite portrayal of zombies? Probably Walking Dead. I quite like Walking Dead. It's good. Bad Wolf Gamer. I was watching some videos about the Mandela effect, and one thing that hit me the most was the Looney Tunes on. I always remember it being Looney Tunes, spelt Toons. Back in the late 90s, now it's suddenly Looney Tunes, Tunes. Do you remember it being Looney Tunes? I don't remember anything past 12 years old. I've had too much alcohol and drugs, My memory banks have shrunk considerably since I was a young'un. Panzer Inversion question. Do you know I unsubbed from you and then resubbed to be the 500 subscriber? I told you later on to do it again because I dropped back below 500 again. So you could have been the 500 subscriber twice, but only once. I don't know who the other one was. Bad Wolf Gamer's got some more questions. So you already know how to program AI bots for RA3, Robot Arena 3? No, I don't. Not even tried it yet. Where do you see yourself in 2017? I don't know, on the streets, in a cardboard box. Will you be reviewing the 2016 series of Robot Wars in August? I might do. Depends what I'm doing at the time. I'd like to. I mean, I'm definitely going to watch it. I didn't know it was in August, so sweet. I'm really looking forward to seeing that. Robot Wars! Great show. Next question. How old am I? 24. I'm too old. Oh, Daniel Philpott's back with 2 more questions. What is your favourite robot from Robot Wars? It would either have to... Well, Tornado and Hypnodisc were my favourite. I also had soft spots for Claude Hopper and Spikosaurus from Series 4. I liked them. Have I seen BattleBots? I've seen little bits of it. Not much. I've never dedicated to watching a whole series. It's not as good as Robot Wars. Not many more to go. What was your first game, and could you still play it as much today? The first game I ever played was a Mickey Mouse one. A really old one, probably from like 1995, maybe a bit earlier. I can't remember what it's called. It was something about a castle, and the first level was you were walking around in a forest and jumping on tree stumps. I don't know. It was that game, but I don't have the game, so could I still play it as much today? I might play it for a bit and then get bored. I don't know. Next question. 3 questions from Dude. Oh, let's check recording time. I've got plenty of time. How did you come across A Heap of Land? Well, what happened was I was feeling very lonely one day back here in Britain. So I went on a dating website, and there was this beautiful Swiss model called Deborah, and she said to me, "Come ye over the narrow sea to lands unknown." So alright then, sounds like a good adventure. So I went down to the local market down in Plymouth where they got loads of boats. I looked around to see if I can hire a boat. Didn't have much luck really because it costs money, and money's not something that I tend to have. So I snuck on board a big yacht which had a crew of 5. Now, halfway through the voyage over to France, because they're travelling over the English Channel, they found me on board. And they tried to kick me off. But being me, I was able to overpower them. They bundled on top of me. But I managed to punch one of them and grab the other one by the neck and throw him onto the other side of the boat. And because he was a particularly large guy, about 400 kilos, and I threw him over, he landed on the other side and the boat flung up, and the rest of the 3 that were on top of me were thrown overboard. And the other 2 were easily dealt with. I got a paddle from one of the lifeboats and took him out that way. So that was pretty simple. So I had the yacht to myself, and I thought, I don't want to go to France, Le Boeuf de Neuf. I mean, they eat snails over there. Granted, they're delicious. But I don't want to associate myself with those garlic munchers. So I sailed eastwards. And then I decided, actually, that's towards Belgium, so I'd sailed westwards. And eventually I stumbled across a strange piece of land. And I decided to name myself Prime Minister and begin the process of building a population of nutters. And that's how A Heap of Land came about. Who was your favourite character from the channel, or your favourite Banter Wars robot? Favourite character from the channel is probably Kevin. It's just...
Even though I build a bad robot, at least I'm not Italian.
Or the assistants. Very much based on Monty Python's Gumbies, if you've ever seen them.
My family will be so happy when I take them out of the freezer.
But Kevin is supposed to be like Godzilla, but he's sort of a almost like a really, what's the word I'm looking for? He hides a lot of emotion, but he doesn't tend to show it. He's a very sheltered individual, but he's also quite blunt in what he says, and he says a lot as well. Favourite Banter Wars robot? It's got to be the Kevin robot, because it's the best design, I think. The most unique design, anyway. It's not nowhere near the best, but it's the best looking one, I think. Will your cameraman ever have an episode of his own on your channel? I had a discussion about this with him the other day because I'd seen this question. And I think he might be up to doing it. It's up to him at the end of the day whether he does it. But I'm sure someday he will. He's a bit like Kevin, really. He's sort of like doesn't show too much enthusiasm. But he's a good lad. He's a really good lad. He's a great cameraman. And I think that's all the questions. So thank you very much for watching. This video is quite long now, and I think the camera's about to run out of space. So thank you all so much. I'm going to try and cut this video down so it's not too long. But this has been A Heap of Games, Adam speaking. Looking forward to getting to my magical number 600 subscribers. If you want to help me out, please remember to share, like, subscribe, comment, whatever you can do to help. And look forward to Banter Wars. There'll be more pictures coming up on the Facebook page, on the Twitter page for A Heap of Games, and there's also a Banter Wars wiki, which you could go edit if you want. It's a fantastic little website. They've done a really good job of it already, which I had very little to do with it at all, and I was quite surprised when it came up. So thank you all very much. Toodle-pip, toodaloo, and cheerio. See you later.